Bonnie, let me ask you a question. If you see a post on Instagram with a title that says, "Keep your dogs away from peanut butter," what will you do?
I would probably saying to my friends who have dogs to warn them.
Oh, come on, you don't even read the whole post first?
I thought the title was pretty obvious, so I might as well just save the time.
That's risky. You should always keep a little doubt in mind when you view information online.
Why? The internet is such a convenient and powerful tool. Are you really telling me that I shouldn't trust everything on it?
Glad you asked. Recently, I did research on the lack of media literacy in teenagers in the AI era. You should really give it a listen. Good thing that I brought my presentation team with me today. You are very lucky.
Wait, who are...
Meet Anderson and Juno. They are going to assist me throughout this presentation. And today, you're going to learn how teenagers like you and me lack media literacy. And with such advanced AI technology, it adds more to the threats we are currently facing.
Okay, fine. Then tell me, why shouldn't we trust information online? What's so dangerous about it?
In today's complex and ever-changing media landscape, it is increasingly important to approach online information with caution, because the phenomenon where things on the internet might not be real is very dangerous.
Remember the post I shared in the beginning about dogs eating peanut butter? The thing is, dogs can actually eat peanut butter, but only for a little bit. The post might state that in the content, but not the title that is used to draw attention. With social media, information now seems to prioritize exposure and viewership over accuracy. To get more views, more likes, and more followers, they will use distracting words as clickbait or straight up spread false information.
With advancements in AI technology, the creation of automated news articles, videos, and images has become increasingly realistic, even capable of mimicking human voices and appearances. In other words, misinformation will hide in every corner of the internet. People, especially teenagers, without media literacy will believe the misinformation and become their target audience or even victim.
So, what is your purpose for doing this research?
We are trying to find out how teenagers interact with news and information they get. Additionally, we'd like to know how they think about AI technology being used in the media.
We also wanted to look for a characteristic fake news has, along with ways to spot and call those news out. In other words, better with teenagers' media literacy.
Hope that after the presentation, you can have a better understanding of the importance of media literacy and gain some media literacy skills.
Alright, you guys been talking about media literacy, thing that I clearly have not in my head. Can you guys explain what that is in a much simpler way?
With pleasure. Media literacy is an ability to understand and critically judge the information we receive from various media sources. The skills helps us identify whether the information is true or false. Without it, you'll become those scammers and clickbait and money printer, while all they left for you is not cash or fame, but the misinformation and the opportunity to look bad in front of people.
Oh, it does sound like an important skill to have. I have another question. Are there any supporting ideas, like an essay or something?
Yes, there is. According to the essay we found written by Yaxin Gu, most teenagers seem to trust the information from the internet more than any other media. Most of their knowledge, aside from those they get in school, are things they scroll through on TikTok or Instagram, because people prefer content that doesn't require much time to understand.
The essay also stated that the longer people use media, the lower their media literacy skills become. This might be because they mainly use media for entertainment, and without clear guidance, no one will use it as a learning tool, but an escape from reality.
Now, we asked 100 teenagers aged between 12 to 22 some questions regarding media usage and their opinion on fake news and AI information. The following are our questionnaire analysis. Our first question is, where do teenagers receive most of their information from?
Out of all the replies we got, the number of people who answer on social media is unsurprisingly high, with up to 87%. There's no doubt that social media has a huge influence on how teenagers view the world.
On to the next question. How do teens determine whether information is true or not?
Fortunately, almost half of the respondents will verify the reliability by multiple sources, but 34% of people still have no particular ways to identify. What's worse, with 70% of respondents blankly following the comments and deciding the legitimacy based on a number of likes and shares.
The next two questions focus on respondents' knowledge and ability connected to the fake news. When asked about the ability to identify fake news, over half of the respondents have absolute confidence in themselves. However, 31% of them find it a little bit difficult to do so, and 6% struggle to distinguish misinformation in news.
Next question is a survey on what characteristic of news would be defined as fake news by respondents. Over 80% of them answered that news articles without reliable resources are likely to be fake news, and articles with no neutral stance are recognized as fake news by 61% of the respondents. 59% of them answered that news article fake news often misses a author's signature or uses a completely false name.
Follow up by the next section, containing 3 questions, focusing on how our respondents think and feel about AI information, along with their knowledge connected to it.
Our respondents believe that AI information could show up anywhere. News articles supported by 83% of the respondents. Media streaming platforms like YouTube and Twitch are thought to contain misleading AI information by 9% of the respondents. The place with the highest percentage of possible AI content is social media, with nearly 4% of the respondents disagreeing on this option.
When mentioning slowdown AI-generated news, up to 57% of respondents believe that AI technology can help improve the accuracy and efficiency. However, 22% are concerned about the increased potential for spreading misinformation, and 21% have no particular opinion.
So, Connie, have you learned anything from our introduction?
Yes, as most information now comes from social media, media literacy is essential. I have learned some ways to improve myself from you guys. I have to admit that I was tricked by the dog post at first. I was even about to tell my friends not to give their pets peanut butter because I thought it could be harmful. After hearing your introduction, I learned the truth. Now, I plan to diversify my media sources by reading more news and searching in Taiwan fact-check center sites for trustworthy information. The next time I encounter posts with misinformation, like the post I saw earlier, I will be able to apply my skills I have learned.
Thank you.